Well, summer's so fun, isn't it? But keep this in mind, on average, students lose 1 to 3 months worth of learning after that long break. So today, we've got some tips on how to get the kids reeled on back.
That is astounding, that stat, the 1 to 3 months.
Yes. Ruth Rumack, Director of Education for Ruth Rumack's Learning Space, joins us right now. This all looks very fun, Ruth, and that is the point.
That's the key. That's the big key. You've got to keep it fun. And summer learning is something that can be active, it can be interactive, but we really want to do it. And we've only got a couple of weeks left, but it's not too late. We can catch up for lost time.
Do you want to tell the kids what you're doing, or do you just kind of sneak it in?
I think you sneak it in. I think if you sit down and say, well, today we're going to do math, well, you know, you're going to get a lot of kickback.
Yeah.
But if you say, hey, take a look at this flyer, and maybe we could find the best price for cherries based on these 3 flyers.
That's smart. And so they're doing the math, they're doing the subtraction, just even getting their minds working again in a different way.
Yes.
Is important. Roger Peterson, I don't know if you can
touching the
touch
slime
it
again. No,
He's
I'm
got
not.
A blob
I'm still trying to get it on my hands.
And it's all slime. And I said, Ruth, what would slime do for your kids? Because kids love slime, but how do they learn?
I fell for it again, didn't I?
You did, yeah.
Slime, it's so popular right now.
Yes.
It's uber popular. And the thing about it is you're reading instructions. You may even go on YouTube to find new recipes. You're then looking at chemical reactions and how the different components work together. You could even do, you know, an experiment in terms of which slime has the most ooziness or the most stretchiness, although those aren't real words. But, but yes, we put them into the vernacular. So it's a way to, again, make things enjoyable and make things engaging for our students.
Well, and the neat thing, they can make it too, right?
You make it, you do it. It's a whole afternoon activity. My daughter has pots of slime everywhere in the house.
I'm sure you love it.
I love it. I love it.
Okay, reading. Very important to get those reading skills back in check. And other than just checking out the book or whatnot, you do something else with it. And you have this little
again, we want to make it active. So if you have a family book night, or you have a family book club, or you read one story at a time or a chapter at a time, this cube has particular questions on it. You roll the die, and it asks you, who is the main character? It asks you, what was the problem? How was it solved? You can, this type of cube, you can slip your own questions in, or you can make your own, you know, cut out a box or use a cereal box.
Great, it's critical thinking for them, isn't it?
Critical thinking, reading comprehension, very good to build vocabulary. You're interacting with your kids, and it's fun, too, because you play along.
Okay.
Simple tools that are around the house.
Yes.
Measuring spoons. What can you do with them?
Oh my goodness, baking. I love baking with kids because not only are you talking about following steps, which is procedural, which is very important, but you're also talking about fractions. You're talking about math. You could say, well, we've got 20 people coming for our barbecue. We need to double this recipe. If it says 3 cups, how many cups of flour do I really need? Or if you want to be clever, you could remove one of the cups and ask the children, well, I need 2/3 of a cup of flour. How am I going to make that, but I only have a ½ cup measure?
Now, what do you do when he says, when the kids, this is totally from my son now. Well, I don't know, Dad, what is it? And you
Then you say, let's figure it out. So you take them through what that learning process is like. So you might say to yourself, well, I have a 1/4 cup, but it says I need a ½ of a cup. So how many quarters will equal a half? Let's figure it out. Let's try it. And then that way you're modeling good behavior and good mathematical thinking, but you're also showing it, and you're not leaving the kid in the lurch either.
Really smart. Some amazing tips here. Unfortunately, we can't do all of them, but how can people reach you?
RuthRumack.com, www.ruthrumack.com, and we will tweet all of the recipes for all of these things, too.
Roger wants the slime.
No, I don't want the slime.
The slime.
I think I finally got the last of the slime off me.
We'll save some for you, Carrie.